here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this lot called Springbank Cottage. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1. So this home is just a 1 bedroom 1 bathroom cottage home, and it is on a 30 by 20 lot, and I did actually build it in Willow Creek. I think this one is opposite the Goths household, and this is actually one of my favourite neighbourhoods in the game. Well, I mean, I suppose not really anymore, because we've got like new worlds and stuff, but for a while this neighbourhood was always my favourite because it's kind of just really nicely set out. It has, like, you know, the little garden area as well, so if you can kind of use that to get money, and it also has like a play area as well, so you can if you have kids, they can go there. And there's also like the chess table, and I believe there's some barbecues around and stuff. And over there in that area as well is also a public toilet, so it's kind of just a load of good things in this neighbourhood without having to travel, which is always a plus, I suppose. But anyway, back to the build. So I did go ahead and do a little bit of terrain tools in this build. Nothing really that extravagant, just a little bit. When terrain tools first came out, I was always kind of like, had a very mixed opinion about terrain tools when it first came out, because I thought the world is so, well, all the worlds are very flat in game, and then having like a random lot which just has a hill on it, it doesn't look right really. And I kind of only really do terrain tools now and again, and it's also just on the bigger lots because I feel it can blend in a little bit more on bigger lots. But this, I've done like one or two maybe on smaller lots using terrain tools, and I decided to use it again today here, and I'm actually really happy how it turned out. It just made the place feel a little bit more cramped, I would say, but I don't know if that's the right word or not, but it kind of does. But I'm still happy how it turned out. So we're just using seasons windows today because I know I have been using the cats and dogs ones way too much recently, but it is just because it is my favourite ones to use. But you know what, I thought we've got to switch it up at some point, so that's what I did today. And also as well, since this lot is pretty small, there isn't a pool in the backyard, which, I mean, I suppose isn't really a big deal because I think most of the time you're not really going to have a pool. In real life, I suppose, well, I mean, you could have in real life, but I feel like it's not as common in real life as it is, you know, in The Sims. I always seem to put pools in my Sims houses, normally because I do mansion builds and they just seem to have the space for it, but today, of course, there wasn't the space for it because it is a very small lot, and the terrain tools kind of took, well, the terrain manipulation, I suppose, took up a little bit more space as well. But you know, the backyard is still nice, like a nice area. It's got some seating areas, and I think there is some like little gardening pot things, like the planter boxes, and a few other things there as well, and also the back porch. So the theme inside isn't like, it's just like traditional really. I suppose there are some more modern aspects, but I kind of do that a lot really, where I do, like, you know, some slightly more modernized areas with like traditional, because I always feel like that's like a good, it just looks good when you do that. And as you can see, the name Springbank comes from the bank at the front, going up the driveway. I did actually do that on an upcoming build, which I built before this one, and I kind of got the idea to do that again, so you'll be seeing that probably tomorrow, or no, Sunday I think. So stay tuned for that, as I'll do another build with terrain tools slightly. Oh wait, no, is it tomorrow? Is it Sunday? I think it might actually be next week. Okay, so just scrap everything I've just said. It'll be in one of the upcoming builds you see some more terrain tools. Anyway, so we're just doing a bit of landscaping now, and I'm also going around doing a little bit of ivy as well, and of course using the Get Famous planter boxes, which is another thing I'm using way too much. I just really like it because it has like the white swatch of it, like the actual box itself is white, and it kind of just fits a lot of nice just places really, and different coloured wallpapers and stuff, and it just seems very versatile, and it kind of just works with a lot of builds, so I always seem to use those over the base game ones. But we're just working on putting a little hot tub in there as well. I thought, you know what, we don't really have the space for a full-on pool, but you know what, we can put a hot tub in, so that's what I did there. And then this is the living room here. I actually, in the last couple of builds, I've been using this like wallpaper here, which I think is just a base game wallpaper that we got an update a little while ago with the Caribbean update, and it has this kind of funky leaf sort of pattern on one of the swatches. So the last couple of builds I actually have been pairing those two together, and it seems to kind of work really nicely, and just add something a little bit different to look at, I suppose. So that's what I've been doing. And also as well, since this build is pretty small, you can see here how like the living room and the dining room and the kitchen are kind of together in one big room, which, you know what, nothing wrong with that. And I'm just doing a little island counter there as well, because I believe there is actually some island seats as well as an actual dining table, I believe. I did this a few days ago. I built this on the 18th. It's currently the 31st of January that I'm doing this voiceover on. And I think this is going up on, hang on, let me just double check a second. I think this is going up tomorrow on the 1st of February, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I normally try to leave the voiceovers a little bit before the video goes up, just so if I ever kind of talk about things, it kind of just keeps it relevant. Because, you know, if I did this voiceover on the 18th, then, you know, maybe some things won't be relevant. Also, talk about time relevancy and stuff, we do actually have a new update coming today for console. So if you play console, then there is a new update coming today with terrain tools and stuff, and also what else, the first person camera and some other things that was a little bit delayed, but I'm really looking forward to that because I do actually play on the console sometimes, and I don't think, I haven't done any videos with console yet, but let me know if you want to see any of that, because that might be a little bit interesting to do. So this is the I was going to say dining room, no, it's the bedroom, and again I'm using this kind of leafy wallpaper, just because I use it in the main area of the home. It kind of just flowed nicely to use it in this room as well, and I do believe I put a desk in this room if I'm not mistaken, because there wasn't really the room for a separate study, and also as well, I think this home came around the 75 to 80,000 mark if I'm not mistaken. I can't exactly remember, it may be way less than that actually, but I'm pretty sure that number's kind of ringing some bells. I think that is what it's priced around, but I know that's a little bit on the pricey side, but unless I'm doing a starter home or like a restricted pack build or something, I don't really like to restrict myself in terms of builds, but if you want to kind of, you know, take some things out, or, you know, it could be a nice starter home, and yeah, so we're just working on the bathroom here. I don't normally show you all the bathrooms in my build, but there's only one in this build, so there it is. Very simple, and we're just finishing off doing a little bit more landscaping, and that is pretty much it for today's build. So I really hope you enjoyed. In the comments section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more suggestions for builds or anything else you want to see next, that'd be really helpful to hear. You can go ahead and download this from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!